Have you ever wondered how just a single glass of water in the morning can affect your entire day's health, and perhaps even the years you have left in old age? Many older adults, especially those over 70, begin their day with a glass of water. But few realize that drinking water the wrong way in the morning can quietly weaken the body. It's not that water is bad, it's that the body after 70 needs a different kind of care. A more refined care, a tender attention to even the smallest things, like the way we gently hold a leaf touched by time, still green, still alive, but in need of just the right warmth from the sun. Today's video is meant to be a gentle journey. I will share with you 7 common mistakes older people often make when drinking water in the morning, and more importantly, how to adjust gently, without pressure, without judgment. If you are in your 70s, 75s, or even 85s, if you live alone and sometimes feel tired, sleepless, or slightly dizzy each morning, then this video is especially for you. Because sometimes, just by changing the way you drink water, you can open a new door to your health and inner peace. And if you have elderly parents or grandparents, watch this with them. Because love is not always in grand gestures. Sometimes it's in a warm glass of water, given at the right time, in the right way. Let's begin. Early morning. The air is still cold. Your body is still groggy from a long night's rest, and you, out of long habit, reach for the glass of water by your bedside. But if that water is cold, or just pulled from the fridge, chances are you've unknowingly made your body tighten up from the inside. After the age of 70, the body's ability to regulate internal temperature declines. A cold glass of water can cause blood vessels to constrict, give a mild shock to the digestive and cardiovascular systems, and even affect blood pressure. Someone once shared, "Every morning I drank cold water. Then I'd feel nauseous, my heart raced, and my hands and feet were freezing. I thought it was just aging, but it was the cold water." It sounds simple, but warm water is actually a priceless gift. A glass of warm water is like an embrace from within. It gently wakes up the internal organs, soothes the stomach, and improves blood circulation. Try changing. Just warm the water a little, or leave it out to cool overnight. Sip slowly, and listen to your body. Do you drink cold water every morning? Or have you tried switching to warm water and felt the difference? Share with me in the comments. Your story might be the small reminder someone else needs to care for themselves better. When you wake up in the morning, your dry mouth or throat often makes you want to drink a lot of water. Many older adults think, the more I drink, the better. So they gulp down a large glass, sometimes 2, within just a few minutes. But what most don't realize is, drinking too much water at once, especially on an empty stomach, can suddenly strain the heart and kidneys. I once read a comment from a 78-year-old woman. She wrote, "Every morning, I drink a full 500 milliliter glass of water right after I get up. Then I often feel slightly nauseous, dizzy, and need to sit down for a long time before I can move again." I didn't think it was because of the water, until my daughter told me to divide it into smaller portions. After a week of doing that, I felt completely different. After 70, the body can't process water as quickly as when we were younger. Pouring in too much at once can cause the stomach to stretch suddenly, and if you have low blood pressure, it may cause your blood to drop rapidly, leading to dizziness. If you're on diuretics, your kidneys may also get overwhelmed. What's the best way? Sip slowly. Take a small sip, then pause. Feel. Wait a few minutes, then drink more. You can divide your intake into 2 parts, one right after waking and one after brushing your teeth or doing some light stretches. Drinking water shouldn't be a chore, but rather a ritual of self-care. Make it a gentle habit, filled with love. Many of us used to believe that we had to replenish enough water at the beginning of the day for it to be beneficial. But for the body after 70, slowness is strength. Have you ever drunk too much water in the morning? After changing your habits, did your body feel better? Share your story in the comments. Who knows? Your words might touch someone still struggling with morning dizziness and not knowing why. Drinking water right after getting out of bed, without listening to your body, is one of those habits we rarely question. It's strange how the older we get, the more our bodies speak in whispers. But because of familiarity, we sometimes forget to listen. One common mistake many people make is drinking water immediately upon waking, when the body is not yet ready. It may sound counterintuitive because for years we've been told drinking water right after waking up is great. That's not wrong, but for those over 70, everything good needs to come gently and slowly. I remember an elderly man once told me, "I used to place a glass of water by my bed and drink it right after opening my eyes. But recently, after drinking it, I felt my heart racing, a bit breathless and slightly dizzy. I thought it was just an old illness. But later, I tried sitting still for a few minutes, breathing deeply before drinking, and it felt much better." The truth is, after a night's sleep, blood pressure and heart rate are often lower than usual. If you suddenly change posture and then drink water right away, your body can respond with a mild shock. This is especially dangerous for people with heart conditions or those who've experienced falls due to orthostatic hypotension. So instead of rushing, wake up gently. Let yourself lie down for another minute or two. Then slowly sit up, supporting yourself for balance. Sit still for a while. Take a few deep breaths. Let the morning light gently pour through the window. Then drink your water like a calm gift offered to your body. Listening to yourself is a skill and a kindness to aging. Each morning, don't start with routine, start with attentiveness. Have you ever felt lightheaded or uneasy after waking and drinking water right away? If so, try a few gentle changes and share how it feels. I believe your body will thank you for it. One small habit many people forget is rinsing or brushing their teeth before drinking water in the morning. It might sound trivial, but for older adults, this can have a real impact on digestion and long-term oral health. After a full night, our mouths contain millions of bacteria. During sleep, saliva production decreases, allowing bacteria to thrive. These bacteria collect on the tongue, gums, inner cheeks, and especially between the teeth. If you drink water without first cleaning your mouth, you unintentionally send all those bacteria straight to your stomach. Although the body has natural defenses, like stomach acid, older adults have weakened immune systems, and the stomach works slower, becoming more easily irritated. I once received a message from someone in Michigan. "I used to always drink water as soon as I woke up, but I often felt bloated and uncomfortable in my stomach. My daughter, who's a nurse, told me to rinse and scrape my tongue first. After a few weeks, I felt so much better." That story stayed with me because it shows how even a tiny change can make your mornings feel more refreshed. So here's a gentle suggestion. After waking up, go to the bathroom and rinse your mouth with warm water. If possible, gently scrape your tongue with a specialized tool to remove the white coating where most bacteria reside. Then, drink your water and feel the difference. Cleaning your mouth helps the water enter your body in a more purified state and helps you begin the day with clarity and self-kindness. And if you wear dentures or have dental treatments, this is even more important. A clean mouth lays the foundation for a healthy digestive system. Do you have the habit of rinsing before drinking water in the morning? If not, today could be the perfect time to begin. And if you've already made the change, how did it feel? Share your story so others watching this video can learn from your heartfelt experience. One of the most common misunderstandings is thinking that drinking water in the morning is enough. But in reality, if you only drink water without a little bit of food afterward, your body may fall into a state of imbalance. Imagine your stomach as a hollow drum after 8 hours of rest. You pour water into it, but there's nothing inside to sustain energy. Many older adults report that after drinking water, they feel cramping, chills, or dizziness when standing up. These are signs of mild hypoglycemia or an overactive empty stomach. An 82-year-old man once shared a comment I still remember. "I heard drinking water in the morning was good, so every morning I drank 2 glasses and then went for a walk. But after a few steps, I'd feel faint and have to sit down. Later, I tried eating a slice of dry bread or a few pieces of banana before moving, and it changed everything. I could walk farther, and I felt warmer and steadier." Here is the continuation of the translation into smooth, natural English in a unified flow, without splitting into sections or unnecessary line breaks. Older adults often have reduced energy reserves in the liver and muscles. If you only drink water in the early morning without eating anything to keep the stomach warm, You may feel cold, numb in the limbs, and experience a weak heartbeat. So after drinking water, wait about 10 to 15 minutes and then eat a little something, half a banana, a slice of rye bread, or a spoonful of overnight oats. It doesn't need to be a full breakfast. Just something small to awaken your digestive system and preserve a sense of warmth in your belly. Eating a light snack after drinking water also helps stabilize blood sugar, prevents fatigue, and improves the absorption of any morning medications you may be taking. And did you know? The feeling of being refreshed after combining warm water with a light bite is very different from drinking water alone. It's like your body has been gently gifted complete care. Nothing lacking, nothing excessive. What do you usually do after drinking your morning water? Do you often leave your stomach empty until almost noon? Try a small change and write down how it feels in the comments. Your little story might help someone who lives alone feel more accompanied each morning. From the age of 70 onward, many of us need to take medications daily. Blood pressure pills, diabetes medicine, calcium supplements, vitamin D, or even just a small aspirin. Out of habit, many people take their medication right after their morning glass of water, sometimes while their stomach is still empty. But this is one of the silent mistakes that can reduce a medication's effectiveness and harm digestive health. I once received a touching message from a 75-year-old woman in California. I used to take joint supplements and multivitamins right after my morning water, thinking it would help them absorb better. But over time, I often felt bloated, burped a lot, and had mild nausea. My doctor later told me I should eat something light first before taking those supplements. Not every medication is suitable to take on an empty stomach. Some require food to reduce stomach irritation or to be absorbed properly. Others, like iron or calcium supplements, need to be taken far from meals to work best. If you drink water in the morning and take medication without paying attention, you could end up with an upset stomach, reduced effectiveness of the drugs, or even unwanted interactions between medications taken too close together. That's why it's important to ask your doctor or pharmacist about the ideal timing for each type of medication. For medicines that must be taken on an empty stomach, like certain thyroid medications, take them 30 minutes before breakfast. For those that require food, eat something light first before taking them. If you have to take several medications, try to space them out by at least 30 minutes to avoid unwanted interactions. Morning water is great. Morning medicine is necessary. But if not scheduled properly, two good things can conflict and cause confusion for a body that's already more fragile after 70. I understand that taking medication becomes a habit, but just like tending a garden, where some plants need sunlight and others need shade, your body requires the same level of thoughtful care. Are you taking medicine at the same time as your morning water? Have you ever felt discomfort or questioned why your medicine isn't working as expected? Share it in the comments below. Your words could gently remind someone your age who may be confused and unsure of whom to ask. Here's a mistake many older adults don't realize they're making: ignoring the signals from their morning urine after drinking water. Urine is not just waste, it's a mirror reflecting your internal health. The color, smell, and volume of your morning urine can tell you a great deal. An 80-year-old woman once sent me a simple message. I always drank water every morning, but never really paid attention to anything else. One day, my granddaughter, she's studying nursing, asked, "Grandma, do you ever notice your morning urine?" That's when I realized some mornings it was dark yellow and smelled odd, but I just thought it was aging. After that, I started paying attention, and when the color was lighter, I felt healthier. After 70, the body's ability to retain water declines, and kidney function slows down. Monitoring your urine each morning helps you know if you're drinking enough water, and it may help you detect early signs of problems like urinary tract infections, diabetes, or medication side effects. So what should you look out for? Color. Morning urine should be pale, slightly yellow. If it's too dark or tea-colored, you might be dehydrated or have issues with your liver or kidneys. Smell. Normal urine shouldn't have a strong odor. If it smells odd, consider recent foods or medications that could be the cause. Quantity. If you've been drinking enough water but still urinate very little in the morning, monitor this over several days. It could be a sign that your kidneys aren't functioning well. Let your morning water be more than just hydration. Let it be a moment of reflection, of paying close attention, and of quietly checking in with the body that has carried you through so many decades. Observing your urine is not something to be embarrassed about. On the contrary, it's a form of self-care, self-awareness, and a wise way to protect your health proactively. You don't need to write anything down or track things in a complicated way. Just take a few seconds each morning to notice. Ask yourself, does the color look different today? Did I drink enough water yesterday? And gradually, you'll become more in tune with your own body. Have you ever noticed something unusual in your urine that helped you catch a health issue in time? Share that in the comments, because sometimes a small observation from you might help someone else recognize something important happening in their own body. My dear friend, we've just walked together through the 7 common mistakes many older adults make when drinking water in the morning. These things may seem small, like water temperature, timing, or simply listening to your body, but within them lies an entire world of self-kindness and inner awareness. If you've listened this far, I believe something inside you is beginning to shift. Not fear, not pressure, but a gentle realization that you deserve care. That growing old is not a time to endure silently, but a time to receive more love, especially from yourself. I will always remember what an 84-year-old man once wrote under a video. Each morning, I no longer drink water like a lifeless routine. I sit up straight, look out the window, and drink as if I'm greeting my body. Just one small change each day, just one moment of listening to yourself, and you can begin to live more deeply, more slowly, and more peacefully. You are not alone on this journey. There are many others your age, quietly learning how to love themselves again, starting with something as seemingly simple as a morning glass of water. Let this habit become a healing ritual each day, a soft reminder that my body is still here, I'm still alive, and each new day is a gift. If you've stayed with me until now, I'm truly grateful. Please leave a comment with the words, "I'm learning to care for myself," if you feel even the slightest shift in your heart after hearing today's gentle messages. And if you have your own story, a new habit, or even just a quiet feeling, please share it. Your words might become a gentle light for someone else who's feeling lost out there. If you found this video helpful, if you felt seen and touched in your heart, I warmly invite you to click subscribe. Not because I need more views, but because I want to continue walking beside you through each quiet morning, each glass of water, and each steady step on this meaningful journey through aging. I'll see you in the next video, wishing you a peaceful morning and a body that's always thankful for you.